Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to Christmas Around the World. So, we are in the United States. We're on the 12th of December, and we are going to Finland today. And Finland's really, really exciting because I talked to someone from Canada yesterday, and she also admits that the real Santa lives in Finland. So, I'm very, very excited to welcome back not just a guest, but a really wonderful friend that I don't see as much as I want to anymore. We were chatting before this started, and I said, "Oh my gosh, it's time to go live." We could probably chat for hours, but talk about a super connector on all continents. It may seem odd that someone in Finland is the super connector, but let me tell you, she is. So, Paivi, welcome back to my show. I'm so happy to have you here. And why don't you tell the world a little bit more about you and what you do?
Thank you, Angie. Nice to be here and nice chatting with you. So this is Paivi calling from Finland, and I'm a rep for Arctic Nutrition. It's a Finnish wild food brand, and also I'm a NLP master practitioner, and also a connector. I love helping people. My passion goes there. How can I help you? So connecting people, helping people is my passion. That's why I'm here, helping Angie to just to let the world know about Finland and our magical Christmas where the Santa lives.
I know they are so magical. And for those of you, I mean, if you watch me, you probably already know about NLP because I can't stop talking about it. But for those of you who don't know NLP, it's all about like refocusing and kind of reprogramming your mind because, the world, social media, pandemic, whatever, there are factors that are constantly like confusing us, bringing us down, and we kind of lose our way and lose our focus. And NLP has absolutely changed me 100%. So that's another wonderful thing to talk to Paivi about. And she left out that she has a virtual mall that she's working on. She's like a virtual shopping center that they're putting together. Another really cool thing to check out with Paivi. So, Paivi, you're an old pro. As always, I have some words, of course, I can't pronounce, and a few pictures we can look at. But you know exactly what you're doing. Why don't you tell us what you find most special about Christmas in Finland? What do we need to know?
Christmas, especially in my family, it's all about the declaration of Christmas peace. So the Christmas Eve, 24th, is the day that we just everything shuts down. It's just being present with your family, your close ones, and it's a actually I would love to tell you a little bit the Christmas Eve, how it's structured. Well, almost as long as I can remember, because the Christmas Eve morning starts on national TV that kids they could call to Santa and chat with Santa, and it will go till almost noon, and just half an hour before noon when the uh, Declaration of Christmas Peace is presented, the national TV it will show the snowman. It's an it was a movie made in the 80s, a British movie cartoon, and it's all about the Christmas spirit. So that has been displayed since 92 every single year here in Finland, and then at noon in Finnish time, which will be in Eastern times 5 a.m. There's a declaration of Christmas peace. So that's over 700 years old tradition that it's presented in Finnish and in Swedish, and of course there's an orchestra, and it's just a short 15-minute declaration, but that's really the essence of Christmas, that everybody calms down, accepts the peace, and just enjoys the Christmas spirit.
That is so beautiful. And you said that happens at like a specific time?
Yeah, it's
This,
always at noon, so it's presented at a
that's
square.
what, okay.
So there's the church bells, and then the declaration. It's always at noon in Finnish time, so that will be 5 a.m. in Eastern time, and it's
Oh,
also broadcasted in a national TV and internet. So if anyone wants to start their Christmas Eve with a piece, feel free to tune in into the internet service.
Oh my gosh, we definitely need to do that. What a beautiful way to start. My family also does Christmas Eve, so I think that's kind of cool. Is this your snowman? Is that the
Yeah,
one you're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
the one.
remember that too. It's funny to me too that different countries have like their show. You know, I was talking to Johan and Nina a few days ago in Sweden, and I already forget what it was. The Disney. It was something so weird to me. I was like, Donald Duck. Why are we doing that? I mean, they're just and Germans watch this old British show that also makes no sense. It's really crazy. But like the Swedes, they get up at like 3 a.m. It's on at 3 a.m. Everyone's there. They all watch it. It's crazy. And then you guys watch the snowman.
Yeah.
We don't really have one. I mean, we have a lot of shows that people with different families or some, but we don't have this like nationwide. Everybody's going to watch this. And I think that's also kind of neat because it's something that brings you together. Just another tradition that you have. That's very very cool. There was another, if I remember, I think you were the one that had on Christmas Eve, because it's very dark in Finland right now, right? Just like Sweden is, right? And do you go to the cemetery with lanterns? Is that your culture too? Well,
Yeah.
that's neat. Okay. I thought that was you. So let me see if I can. I think I had a picture of that from last year, maybe. But that's a neat tradition. Tell us a little bit about that one.
It's usually during the Christmas Eve day. People are going to the cemeteries and just remember the closed ones that are not with us as if in person. So so they to take a little those small candles there and spend a little bit time with the closed ones. And also, did you know that 5% of Finnish people over here are their mother tongue is Swedish. So we also celebrate St. Lucia's Day. Actually, it's just tomorrow,
Oh
13th.
yeah.
Yeah. So that has been going on till early uh, for over a century. So
Wow.
so they do it national wide, and each year there's a Lucia for each year.
You know, we were talking in Africa with Omu in Nigeria. We were talking about how your your environmental conditions sometimes influence your cultural traditions, right? And as you mentioned, like not a lot of people celebrate St. Lucia's Day, but it's and she's actually Italian. I think we found out the other day.
Yeah.
The Italians, Gianni had no idea. So in Italy, he had no idea. But it's interesting because in Sweden and Finland, it's very dark right now. So a lot of your traditions, I've noticed, happen around light. So St. Louis, yeah, and the candles, and you're visiting with the lanterns, and I think it was Denmark had the star pole. And I thought, oh, that's all about light. And then Omu's, because you know they're it's more of a nice time, warmer time for her to visit. It's all colors because it's all sunshine and fun, and I'm thinking red and green are Christmas, and she's got yellow and purple and orange, and it's party time. It's just really fun to see how everyone's influenced by where they are. So speaking of Finland and your language, you guys, is this what you call Santa?
Yeah. Joulupukki.
See, notice I made her say that. Not a shot. I was getting that right. And then also, this is Merry Christmas in
Yeah.
Finnish.
Hyvää joulua.
Okay. You see now why I also say Paivi. I never
Yeah.
introduce Paivi's last name because I know that no amount of practice, I will be able to say that, and it will just be wrong. So I'm like, oh, it's Paivi. She's like Madonna. She's got one name, Madonna Cher Paivi. We all know Paivi. And so one other thing I wanted to mention, because I was just talking to my nephews about this, and we were talking about the North Pole and the Northern Lights, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's not even real." I'm like, the Northern Lights are definitely real, and he was like, "Yeah, but they're not like in a country, but they are. You guys see the Northern Lights, right?"
Yeah. So the easiest or the northern part of Finland gets the northern lights uh, like every single day almost. But here, where I'm in a capital area here in south, it's just every once in a while, so it's not that often. But once you travel a bit north, you'll be able to catch the northern lights, pretty sure. And actually, the northern resorts in Lapland, they have the glass igloos, so you can sleep under the northern lights and
Oh, I
just
think I have a picture
watch
of that.
over
Oh,
those.
now we're going into Canada. Hold on. This, like this?
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
those are all super cool places to just to spend your quiet moment and just relax. And as Finns, we love our space and the nature and the forests.
That is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And this is fun too. Like, so Paivi mentioned Lapland. That's what you guys call like the North Pole, right?
Yeah,
Is Lapland. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, because there's actually a village for Santa Claus that they have the post Santa's office and actually kids or well for parents. I don't think the international letters are going to arrive in time, but next year, if you still have any younger kids in your family, you can order a letter from Santa with the official stamp and the certificate that you've been nice this year and really cool stuff. So
Oh, that's so neat. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just take it. Our friend Maxine is on this morning. Got up on a Sunday morning. Thanks, Maxine. I haven't seen her in a while either. I know. I think that's so cool to. And I guess Santa doesn't really have to fly to your kids. He probably just comes by in person, huh? Because you're right there. Lapland's right there.
yeah.
And then this was the picture I was going to ask you about because I don't think I have ever asked you about this one. Um, this is this the Christmas park? Is there a big amusement park or something? Is that Christmas Land?
I'm not sure if that is, but there's a village, Santa Claus village. So there's the little houses for elves and
Okay,
Santa.
and that's the one that's Christmas Land, the one you were just talking about then, where the Santa Village is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. That is so super duper cute. Love it, love it, love it. What else? Oh, food. You have to tell us
Food.
about your favorite foods because you're more of a fish people on Christmas, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So our tradition it usually gets we have different fish, and then there's that aquaflux. That's kind of a salted fish, and also different casseroles with made with carrot, turnip, potato, and also and of course the ham. Christmas ham. It's decorated with a mustard sauce and stuff. And also, of course, right now when the vegan and vegetarians are their menus are more popular, we've actually created a few different vegetarian hams to
Oh,
celebrate the Christmas also. So nowadays people are having the ham, original ham, and also the vegetarian ham on their Christmas table
oh,
alongside lots of chocolate and the casseroles and of course the rice porridge that we always eat during the Christmas
oh,
season.
that's right. You're rice pudding
Yeah,
guys too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And of course gingerbread houses and stuff, the traditional ones.
Oh, love it. Johan joined us too. We were
Yeah,
just talking about you earlier, Johan. You missed it. We were talking about your interview in Sweden. So good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so what we did, language, we did food. We know that Santa Claus is actually from Finland. He even has a village there. You can see the northern lights. Stay in igloos. Wonderful, beautiful place to be. Paivi's a super connector. What else did I miss? Something else we didn't talk about that on Christmas? Oh, I didn't know you'd
Sona.
celebrate St. Lucia Day, so that was new.
Yeah, yeah. uh, we had our Independence Day on the 6th, but of course Sona because Did you know that there are more saunas than cars in Finland?
No.
So we just
Oh
cannot
my
forget
gosh.
the saunas. So in our family tradition, before we go to our dinner, it's to have to go to sauna. So in the old kind of a heritage way, people used to take some kind of a gifts to the little elves of sauna to bless the upcoming year and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
So sauna is a really important part
That's
of
hilarious.
yeah,
And do you do sauna like the European way that you can't wear anything in there?
of course. And
I'm
then
so
when it's winter, we go to roll on snow
all of
or,
this.
or,
That was
or
beautiful. Oh my god, that was like a total absolute. Notice she says, "Of course." Notice I'm like, "Do you really?" My first
the
one of
other
my
way.
yes, one of my first business trips was Maxine's is my kind of place. She's a party lady. Oh my god. One of my first business trips to Germany, I was probably like 25 years old. Coming from a small rural town in Kentucky, nobody's ever naked anywhere except in your own bedroom, right? So we go to the sauna and it's like no clothing past this point. I was like, what? There are people I work with in there. I'm not going in there. Oh my God. I've never been so shocked in my life. Oh, and Shabana's here. Oh, I absolutely love her. She's from Brazil. Super awesome. But she's in South Carolina right now, though. So maybe Maxine will have to meet up with her. They're not too far away. And she says she's dreaming of the Northern Lights. I am too. Just something I've always, that's a bucket list for me too, to see the Northern Lights. So, so beautiful. But it's funny. I think all these things we take for granted, things that are in our own little backyard, and they're beautiful. It's not that you don't appreciate them, but you just get used to them. And then someone else from another country says, "That's so amazing, you have that." And I'm like, "Gosh, yeah, it is." Yeah, I really should pay more attention. So, okay. Anything else that I missed that I didn't ask that we should know about Finland?
Well, maybe the Kluggy, Klug, which you had a talk with Johan. So it's a mullet wine, Klug wine. So in Finland, we also have it in during the Christmas time. But when I was living in Brazil, actually they had a quentão, which is kind of a mullet wine. They have it on their winter, which is in July. So that was a cool experience. Also having a that mullet wine in Brazil in July, when usually we only have the Klug mullet wine during our Christmas time. So
Yeah, that's we were talking about that the other day too, how who had it? Somebody said oh, Argentina. So we haven't done Argentina yet, but he was saying how it's actually was it warm? Anyway, somewhere it was warm, and he was like, "But we still eat the winter foods because we just can't have Christmas without all these hot foods, and it's 100 degrees." It's like, oh, that's so funny. So is that it?
yeah, yeah, Kluggy.
Yeah, and Swedish is like super close to that, right? Isn't it just like
Yeah,
two G's or something? Do you
yeah.
guys understand each other?
Well, I do understand because I had to study Swedish at school
So you do.
because we're a bilingual country. So, uh, there's almost 300,000 Swedish speaking people in Finland that have Swedish as their mother tongue. So every person, every kid, they have to study some Swedish. But Swedish and Finnish, they're nothing alike.
Yeah, that's so funny because and then Swedish, Finnish, and oh my gosh, Denmark. We had friends from Denmark, and to me, like my ear, all three sounded exactly the same. I was like, I don't know how you guys don't understand each other. I was living in Germany, and Jack went to this like international kindergarten for a little bit, or international group, I should say, not just kidding. But all these people came and like, oh my gosh, like I just thought they were all Swedish. She's like, nope. Susanna was like, I'm from Finland. She was very upset about it too. Like, well, you guys all sound the same. And then the Danish lady was like, I'm a Dane. Like she was all off. I'm like, I'm so sorry. All sounds funny to me. It's so cute. You guys also went to Swedish Chef to us. No, it's really a fun language. It's so fun to hear you guys speak, and just so interesting. And of course, the crux of why I do this, because no matter how different we sound or how different our countries look, everything you heard Paivi say is everything we all say about Christmas. Everything all the other 20 countries say. It's about family. It's about peace. It's about helping people, supporting people, and just being grateful for everything that we have, and taking a time during the year to really reflect on all of these things. Are we spending enough time with our family? Are we spending enough time doing all the things we should be doing to make this a better place? So I love interviewing everybody from around the world, seeing everything different, yet everything the same. So Paivi, thank you again for being here with me today. As always, you are a superstar. I knew you'd be one of my favorite interviews.
Thank you, Angie, for having me.
Absolutely. And have happy holidays. Hyaya Julia, yeah, thing. Merry
Hyvää
Christmas.
joulua.
Bye. And I hope everyone can join us tomorrow. We are going to France tomorrow. So Emily Chaujon will be with us from France. So look forward to seeing everyone if you have some time tomorrow. Thank you and have a great day.